In a twist more electrifying than any drama series they've starred in, Chinese entertainment giant ZHAN and Wang YIBO have reportedly jetted off together on a secret honeymoon. Yes, you read that right. Sources close to both stars have confirmed what fans have speculated for months. The on-screen chemistry that once lit up The Untamed has long since spilled into real life. And now, in an act of quiet rebellion against the ever-scrutinizing public eye, the two heartthrobs have taken their love off the grid, away from flashing cameras, and straight into paradise. What began as rumor and fan fiction has now morphed into a real-life romance that's defied the rules of celebrity in China, rewritten the story of stardom, and stunned an entire generation. Here's everything we know, from private jet landings and secret villa check-ins, to steamy beach walks and whispers of an underwater wedding vow exchange. The internet first exploded when aviation trackers noticed a private jet registered under a known entertainment conglomerate departing from Beijing at 3:47 a.m. The destination? An ultra-exclusive private island in the Maldives only accessible to the ultra-elite. Though the flight manifest was sealed, an anonymous insider working at Valana International Airport confirmed two VIPs arrived under heavy security, both wearing oversized hoodies, sunglasses, and baseball caps. The bodyguard detail and the security protocol used screamed top-tier A-listers. But the real bombshell? A leaked blurry photo showed someone unmistakably resembling Wang YIBO, gently placing his arm around what could only be ZHAN, leading him into a private yacht. The pair are said to be staying at Villa Private Island, one of the most exclusive resorts in the world, where villas start at $30,000 a night. According to a resort employee who spoke under anonymity, the duo booked the romantic pool residence, a stunning overwater bungalow complete with a private infinity pool, underwater wine cellar, a dedicated butler, and a retractable roof for stargazing. They ordered only 2 meals a day, always together, and preferred local seafood, the source whispered. But what was unforgettable was how often they laughed. They were just happy. In one particularly surreal scene, staff reportedly spotted the two dancing on the deck barefoot at midnight, swaying to soft music playing from a Bluetooth speaker. One chef recounted seeing YIBO surprising ZHAN with a homemade cake on what appeared to be an anniversary. They kissed. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was dreaming, the chef admitted. But I'll never forget it. Wang YIBO, known for his love of extreme sports and motorbikes, allegedly arranged a sunset ride across a secluded beach strip. According to locals, he had 2 specially imported electric bikes brought in by sea. The scene, as described by a fisherman who witnessed it. 2 tall figures, barefoot, laughing like kids, one chasing the other along the surf. I didn't know who they were at first, but then I recognized the smiles. That was ZHAN, and the one with the messy hair and leather gloves, Wang YIBO. They reportedly rode until dusk, parked beneath palm trees, and stayed until the stars emerged. That night, the resort ran out of champagne. One night, the resort arranged a traditional Maldivian fire dancing performance. What guests didn't expect was for ZHAN and Wang YIBO to join in. They came down barefoot, wearing matching white linen, one witness said. They looked like they belonged there, free, radiant, untouched by fame. According to accounts, they held hands throughout the performance, clapped along with the dancers, and even shared a passionate kiss when the final flames rose into the sky. One photo captured by daring fan, now deleted, but preserved in screenshots, shows ZHAN resting his head on Wang YIBO's shoulder, their silhouettes glowing in the firelight. Multiple resort staff members have now hinted at a private underwater ceremony performed by a licensed officiant and diver. While this remains unconfirmed, murmurs of white suits, flower garlands, and handwritten vows have surfaced. If true, it would be the most poetic ending to their fairy tale, and perhaps a quiet protest against the limitations placed on love in the public sphere. A local diver, only identified as Callie, claimed they weren't afraid. They just wanted to be in love, away from noise. Down there, everything was silent except their hands holding tight. Their relationship has long been a magnet for speculation. From suspiciously aligned schedules, secret Instagram accounts followed within seconds of one another, to that now iconic photo of them holding the same keychain 3 years apart. Fans have pieced together a story they believed in before the stars ever confirmed it. Industry insiders say they grew close again in early during a secret collaboration on a fashion campaign that was later scrapped due to creative differences, a cover-up, perhaps, for the brewing storm of emotions off camera. Something changed, said a stylist who worked with them on separate shoots. ZHAN smiled differently after seeing YIBO. Softer, warmer, less rehearsed. Both actors' agencies have remained completely silent. No denials, no confirmations, just a wall of calculated PR in action. But fans have already made up their minds. Let them love in peace, wrote one user on Weibo. They gave us the untamed. Now let them live their own. Thousands of comments echo the same sentiment. In a world that so often censors or erases, the courage it takes for two male megastars to live openly, even silently, together is seismic. Just days before the private jet was tracked, both ZHAN and Wang YIBO posted cryptic captions on their individual social media accounts. ZHAN wrote, "The waves know things the shore never will." YIBO posted a photo of a horizon, captioned, "For once, I'm not racing. I'm staying." Together, the messages now carry a deeper weight. Perhaps they were preparing the world for the truth. Or maybe, they didn't care if the world caught on. Will they return to China and resume life as megastars, separate and silent as always? Or has this honeymoon marked a turning point in their careers, and in celebrity culture as a whole? Insiders believe a quiet relocation to Tokyo or Vancouver may be in the works, with both stars taking a break from acting later this year. Whatever they decide, one thing is certain. The love between ZHAN and Wang YIBO, quiet, brave, and against all odds, has become a symbol, not of scandal, but of freedom. But silence doesn't go unnoticed for long in the world of ZHAN and Wang YIBO. That morning, one aviation hobbyist named Honeymoon posted a cryptic message on a Weibo aviation forum. Unregistered Gulfstream just took off. Destination, Maldives. 2 male VIPs. Guess who? The comment might have slipped into oblivion like thousands before it, until someone noticed the jet had flown under the booking registry of a shell company quietly linked to a well-known Chinese entertainment agency. And just like that, the speculation began. By noon, several grainy photos emerged on X, formerly Twitter, posted by a Korean fashion assistant who happened to be at Valana International Airport on a layover. In one of the blurry images, a tall figure, lean, casual, dressed in loose beige linen and white sneakers, walks ahead of another in black, shorter, broader-shouldered, a camera bag slung across his chest. The man in beige briefly turns back. The sunlight hits the corner of his face. It was unmistakable. ZHAN. And the other, the man who kept his head low but whose stride was all too familiar, could only be Wang YIBO. Though the photo lacked clarity, fans didn't need perfection. They knew every contour, every silhouette, every fold in their idol's clothing. Matching bracelets, familiar posture, a flash of jade green ear stud, identical to the one YIBO had been seen wearing in a recent livestream. The two were reportedly escorted down the jetway by security and straight onto a waiting black Bentley SUV, tinted windows, no license plate. What the public didn't see, but an airport staffer named Rumor later described, was the tender moment that happened between them during the ride to the pier. They weren't talking much, but ZHAN kept brushing sand off YIBO's knee. At one point, YIBO leaned over and fixed his collar, gently, like he'd done it 1,000 times before. They weren't acting like celebrities. They were acting like husbands. What followed was straight out of a dream. A private yacht named Artemis Sky awaited them, adorned with white orchids and gold satin linens. As the boat left the dock, onlookers caught a fleeting moment. ZHAN leaning back against the railing, eyes closed, the wind catching his hair. YIBO walked up beside him, pressed something into his palm, a small silver locket, if rumors are true, and wrapped his arms around him from behind. The waves carried them away. Within hours, the internet imploded. Hashtags, threads, fan edits, conspiracies. ZHAN Wang YIBO honeymoon shot up to 8 million mentions in 24 hours. Entire Discord channels dedicated to decoding their whereabouts popped up. On Douban, fans analyzed ocean reflections in sunglasses from past posts to match lighting with the Maldives. Some even compared shell companies connected to travel agencies that booked luxury suites under ambiguous aliases, JY Cheng and BL Feng, possibly standing for Junyu, Zhan's birth name, and Boyu, YIBO's middle name. They weren't just making a trip. They were disappearing into a world of their own. According to a whistleblower working on the island's hospitality team, ZHAN and Wang YIBO had requested a no-contact stay. Their villa, nicknamed internally as the Lover's Reef, was deliberately placed at the farthest edge of the resort, unreachable by public trails and accessible only by private boat or service tunnel. Rumors say the entrance bore a handwritten sign, slipped under the butler's clipboard by YIBO himself. It simply read, "No shoes, no schedules, just us." It was said they canceled spa treatments, yoga sessions, and all resort activities, choosing instead to cook breakfast together, sunbathe under mosquito nets, and write in notebooks they brought with them. ZHAN was spotted on the deck one evening, painting. YIBO watched silently beside him, sketching something in a leather-bound journal. They were happy, the staff said. And I don't mean celebrity smiling for photos happy. I mean peaceful. You could feel it in the air around them. The final confirmation came when a 10-second CCTV clip from a back corridor of the Villa staff lounge leaked anonymously onto Telegram. No sound, no faces visible. Just two tall men, one in a silk robe, the other shirtless in board shorts, walking hand in hand past a curtained hallway. They stopped, faced each other. A pause. Then, the taller one reached up, cupped the other's jaw, and kissed him. The video was quickly scrubbed from most platforms, but not before it was downloaded by tens of thousands. Still frames appeared in fan art, TikTok edits, and even on t-shirts within a day. The reactions were as explosive as they were emotional. Some screamed with joy. Others wept quietly. Despite the chaos, the frenzy, the love and backlash alike, ZHAN and Wang YIBO have remained completely silent.